fact that they were playing off from mid, maybe trying to go for something aggressive, and they have those quick rotations.
Nice kills. Good start. Heal. The heal's interrupted, and Cinnamon ends up falling. Juliano doing a hell of a lot of work from the back. And actually, I noticed that wall is on top of the orb, whether it's to deny it specifically. Also, it gives them the ability to go up on top, right? And early be on over towards heaven.
Yeah, there's many things that you can do. Definitely not a quick catch. If Mimi's going to be playing alone, it's not going to be, yeah, we push you, we take the orb, we go fully onto A, and now this full rotations has to come in from the side of Guild. You need to try and find the plant still. Okay, Petra. That is not going to go down.
Oh no! The spike's in the open and dropped. Kim going out for the ghost, and she'll turn into one instead. It's 1-0 for G2. Person in the right corner, zAAz hiding away. Will already get some good damage done. 26 left on Cinnamon. She really wants a kill here to refresh that health. It doesn't look like the opportunities are coming. I like those slow orbs from Mimi as well. Combined with the snake bites, they are just keeping Guild trapped away from getting into that site. And then obviously G2 can put back up their Viper wall and make it even more difficult to penetrate through to that site. I mean, Guild are forced back by it, and G2 still have control. They're actually ready for this, waiting to catch this mid push that Mimi is just going. Oh, she actually doesn't make that quick a work of it, and Cinnamon ends up healing up.
Yeah, still with only this Spectre, she's gonna find Petra fairly soon. The wall that didn't go out.
Awkward fight. Oh, they're gonna pursue Petra, going all the way forward and missing the shots. Cinnamon will fall, and Guild will go back towards this A site. A second attempt at overrunning it. This time, no snake bites, no slow orbs, but there is still that Viper wall they have to play through, and zAAz gonna be able to take the first before falling. Her teammates close by. Petra doesn't want to go running out and looking for this fight with 14 HP. She's got to let her teammates do some of the work. And she's down to the shock dart, caught in the animation on the drone. Glance taken down, 1v1. Roxy, known to be on the site. There's the steps out of Cille as she swings wide to close the round. And that will be 2 for G2.
I love the fact that G2 is literally playing the stalling game, even though when they started spreading across the map, it's going to be zAAZ staying on A, just making sure that if she hears a single minor step, she's...
See what she can get done on range. Already destroying that little drone as it comes on forward. It has spotted her. They know there's a Guardian there now. They'll be a little more conscious. The wall goes up, and she's playing on top of it. Mimi with a nasty position, catching Cinnamon off guard, and almost getting more done with it. In fact, she's swinging out wide, and it looks like 2, maybe even 3. Look at Kim, 1 HP on the fall back towards Roxy, hoping that her teammate can provide her with a little bit of cover, a little bit of help, but there's very little that can be done at this point for Guild. Roxy has to go absolutely ham if they're to have any chance.
Yeah, and zAAZ is not comfortable enough. She's not sparing the turrets, so she's like, okay, I know Roxy is alive, so should be around here, but still just waiting on Guild to just make that decision. And with Kim and only 1 HP, it's a really tough one. Guardian and Bulldog, that wall's gonna go down exactly now, but Mimi is still full HP. Should be enough to guard this site.
Yeah, with that Guardian...
Safe Petra's playing. Gathering from kitchen. Jeez.
It does open up them to mid, but obviously that's being watched by Juliano. I like Mimi finding the first. The fact that it's Kim left, you know, ideally they want Kim to be the one getting traded. Fortunately now with 1 HP, a right click from a classic will be more than enough, but they even used the dash in a really interesting way there just to bait for...
The fake. Trying to run out their chances. Yeah.
That drone didn't check up above. It's not seen Juliano as it moved forward. It got baited in by the player, but they'll still check it. Smart by Smurfette. There's the opening.
Oh no, this is terrible. The fact that they also found G2. You know what I told you about, okay, they hear something, they can commit completely to it.
Oh no. Kim, I mean, it's still a 4v2. It's still winnable, but it's just so tragic to use the ult and then just get wrecked.
I mean, it's still the perfect situation for Guild. And as I was saying, reading onto G to just commit into, okay, we hear something on B, it has to be B. Okay, they want to deny the plant.
That's aggressive. I mean, a Hunter's Fury dedicated to now basically have a 1v3 and they didn't even deny the plant. Oh, that's a big ulti to throw in. I guess they've got a good cycle of ultimates coming their way anyways. They want to just roll the dice, throw that one out into the void and see what came answering back. And sadly, it was nothing. I think at this point, Petra not likely to get much done. She's got a nice position sneaking up above, but they're going to be aware that she... No, they're not going to be aware that she can be here. Gone undetected. That's 3 kills already. The defuse tap. She's going to swing out wide, and, well, she did get the fight, but not successfully. First round for Guild at long last. Mimi goes into the ult to destroy that drone instead of making zAAZ do it.
Yeah, because if she gets tagged out, even if she can run out, in and out, is going to be not the best. And Cille's always was going for this duel.
Everyone.
And they're just falling out.
Down A.
Every single one of those duels goes their way. Yeah, I mean, sure, they end up losing Cille, but the trades are instantly there from Petra. Juliano opens up space by just holding this angle. We've seen her here for the last minute, and she got the reward. Although the spike is going to be retrieved, look where they're going. I mean, not only is it into a Viper's pit, they don't even know there's a wall here. And now
yeah, but the wall's gonna fall. Yeah,
it's gonna break.
It's gonna fall. Is Saz gonna expect this?
They saw the barrel.
30 seconds left.
Oh, that is so unlucky with that lockdown in place. I would definitely just go for it. Easy plant, lockdown, just full for it. You know that they were playing towards A.
G2 had already moved, right? They started to push down. You see Mimi coming up behind as the rest of the players try to crunch in through the spawn. Cinnamon is stuck in the back of Yellow, and she's being revealed. Oh, this is horrible. The shock darts on their way in, and they're shallow as well, ready for that peek. Perfectly read by Petra. And a defuse to get her closer to that Hunter's Fury. It's all nice opening by Mimi. Atop that wall, we've seen her play in this position when the Viper's Pit was active. That's a Hunter's Fury used up to destroy Cinnamon inside of B main. Wow. Well,
I think
5
we saw
versus
this
3.
yesterday, didn't we? Or
Yes.
2 days ago. So it's just gonna ult. Thinking of that position that the drone is gonna be playing at. Kim is actually going to find zAAz, and that is an opening onto A. The spike, though, is pretty far up. And I think the glance was spotted there, so it's not a safe position just yet.
And look,
and Juliano getting the angle. Oh, no.
that's the problem, right? It's the fact that they've got the cross just locked down right now. So these players confident that it's going to be an A hit. And even as Glance tries to flank up mid, I mean, it just depends. If Juliano pulls off the angle, she's tagged her. 22 HP remaining. That should be very easy, even inside of a Viper's Pit. But the problem is, our 2 shock darts on Glance can't let her survive into the late round, and they certainly won't. With her destroyed, it's Roxy and Kim. Kim on 45. Last time she used this ult, she got destroyed by a random spray. Came very close to losing her life again. The position good for the first, and Roxy has to do it all as the pit falls. They will quickly deal with her and put 6 on the board. G2 are steaming into the lead at this point.
I love the fact of how they're playing as a team. We were mentioning on the early rounds being how they were using their utility so they could help each other and also prevent the easy entrance of...
Of course, it was the last pulse. And although they know she's there, they're not scared to face it. Petra, surprising that she even goes for that, and certainly surprising Guild with that play. The rest of the team moving back once they get spotted by the drone, but that noise is heard by Juliano. zAAz just primed and ready to stop anybody moving forward on A. And Guild really running into brick walls in those early fights.
And zAAz just changing her position here. So she was spotted, but still... Oh, the reading for G2 is just so good. Just by that wall, just one stage wall, all the things that gives you on B.
1 enemy remaining.
Well, that was something. Petra just mowed them down.
Spotted.
Hyper aggressive out of Cinnamon. She is running it down. The rest of the team kind of... Oh, Petra completely caught off there. That Lear blinding her up. Now they've got control over sight, starting to make their way in. zAAz holding strong in the front lines, but this player's coming behind her. She has managed to drop the spike. Her ultimate online, but with 20 HP, you're not going to use that up. Instead, it's the snake bite, just to give them that little bit of extra space. Trying to avoid these shock darts coming on through. Smurfette deletes Mimi. And with that, Juliano is trying to come back into A from spawn with an operator. zAAz has to... Oh, no! She had to stay alive, try to cause an extra angle for them to worry about, but that was such a random spray by Smurfette, and it connects perfectly. The tag out of Juliano, not enough. And the round will be found by Guild. This was one they dashed forward to catch them off. That is a dash that didn't quite connect from Juliano. She's caught out as well. The sight falling, 1-for-1 trades absolutely everywhere. And I think they might be looking for a save here. zAAz pushed all the way up to spawn and then started to move back.
It's the last round.
Oh, obviously it's the last round. Yeah, I was wondering why. zAAz ran towards the spawn, pushed all the way up on B, and then decided to run back around and is now in mid. Did she spot out Roxy lurking? Obviously not.
This last round is gonna make me mad. Now Mimi's going to have the rest, but it's gonna be... Oh!
Missed shot.
Oh,
a second missed shot as well. Wall gonna go down. They can just try for this. The nano swarm doesn't give them an angle to defuse around, and now the time is just way too low with Petra dead as well. This one is done already.
No.
I guess they weren't so confident all that utility hit. Just double down, run at them, and try to take the fight. I respect it. 7-5. We close things out all of the time and doing them dirty. Here in the pistol round, You're going to see G2 go quickly towards the B side, but Guild quickly pushing up behind them. They're already on the flank, fighting off Petra and putting a lot of pressure onto zAAz, who now has 3 players to duel against in the back lines as Juliano gets the spike down. This is going to be a really tough round for G2 to recover, as they're just being smothered by players absolutely everywhere, and Guild eventually back off on that spread out approach. They take the net back and move together, going back to mid, moving into this site as a unit. And that's a nasty angle. Absolutely disgusting from Juliano, using the wall to her advantage and putting 8 on the board for G2. That did not difference with the drone going up anyways. Revealing her. They take control over Tube, look for the fight. zAAz gonna win that against Smurfette. And as you can see, a much more passive approach from Glance on that mid hold. Petra would have been up there peeking. And we saw it earlier on, right? When Smurfette went there, Petra was straight away looking for the fights. But she was on fire. You know, she is having an incredible map, so obviously she's feeling a little bit more
Oh my god.
aggressive. This is, I mean, they are pixels away from seeing each other at any moment, but eventually Juliano oversteps the mark, and that will be the pick back for Guild. Oh, on the backside as well on yellow. Nice and easy for Roxy. Has the spike now to play with. Team going to be on the rotate over to help, and okay, she's going to be slowed, but there's nothing to actually push her out of this position. And these players need to cross over, need to look for the fights, and that they have.
Will not just kill my ally.
Oh my god, Mimi not only finding the rest, but also 2 kills to ground it with. Kim is already on the rotation, so she's gonna even upgrade
30
to this
seconds
Vandal.
left.
Oh, they do not have the wall. I mean, still the plan should be easy for them if they would decide to go for it. The spike needs to move out of Jello, though.
Yeah, they were really slowing it down. Obviously, with the new ICEBOX, you can plant that nice and safe behind that box. Without worrying about spams coming down. And, well, I don't know how Kim is doing this. She is absolutely on fire here and saved the round for Guild. That puts them on 8-8.
Completely, and I thought the Cinnamon, you know, was just rotating onto A, being like, okay, the retreat is probably they're just running around. She's gonna let she's gonna let the orb out. Cinnamon actually has her ult as well, and it was a Petra doesn't know it yet, but it's a really tough position for her, and probably G2 is just waiting for the operator to still be on A.
You would be. I mean, that's how G2 play it. Typically, G2 will have their upper lurking out on A, but Petra has found Smurfette.
Out of this world.
And now the B site rather is much more open. Obviously, hiding behind that box is going to be Roxy, but she's already used her Nano Swarm, so she's not really that scary. Sure, a lockdown can come into play, but there's still a safe angle and a Hunter's Fury to just completely cancel that out. Maybe find a pulse of damage as well. Not this time around. Juliano's back alive, and as Guild look to fight their way back in, they will have 1 less player to work with. An SMG in the hands of Roxy as well, definitely stacking the odds against them.
Oh my god.
That Viper's Pit does a lot to help them out here. The SMG becomes so much more deadly as it dances around towards yellow, but Petra has taken her down with a shock dart. And
Petra was there.
these Seekers, they're going to do a lot for them, revealing those players towards the back. Big miss out of Petra. She has been on fire on this map, but now it's been cooled down, that's for sure. Mimi deleted on the back site as they go in for this plant. It's going to be tough. They've lost their flank protection as zAAz goes down. And we end up in this 2v3 trying to fight onto Roxy. She's low HP on the swing. Juliano will be taken down. And Cille, spike in hand. 3 players to eliminate. 30 seconds to do so. Because they have no way to know. Is this one player just pushing up? zAAz has been spotted. They're ready for her, but Mimi's providing cover.
Wow.
What a nice setup on mid. You know, G2 applying all this pressure, reading perfectly into how Guild are playing the defense on that B side. Like we said, dragging the rotations, causing the players on mid and A to panic a little bit and have to try to seize space to make up for the lack of information on the B side and get those early flanks started. Instead, they end up losing their 2 players around mid. Now, Roxy's doing well to trade 1 out, but Cille is also flanking, getting caught off guard a little bit by all of these duels going the way of Guild. They have just completely flipped and turned the tables around, left Cille to try and clutch it yet again.
Yeah, and I don't think it's a good scene for her. She probably can find one.
30 seconds
This is kind of huge. She knows that the 2 players are close. That flash is going to blind them both. She's got another to play with as well. The Lear destroyed. When is the other flash coming around the corner? You can almost feel it, but she'll go dry peeking in, and Cinnamon will take the kill to close it out above, but Smurfette's about to be spotted. I'm not 100% sure if she will have been seen. Great shock dart from Petra. Now Smurfette's been spotted for sure and pushed back. All that utility in the early round, the posturing from G2, and it gets them a 2-player advantage in a round that they so desperately need. Now Petra coming in with a Hunter's Fury. planting that spike, running away, and looking to set this up to potentially play those post plans. Going to cover the back with zAAz. This is a really tough one for Guild. The way back in,
Yeah.
they have to win about 3 duels in about as many seconds. It's got to be quick.
I mean, Cinnamon can do it, but she would need to pop her ult. It's all or nothing. Do you want to go for it?
Oh, they're coming in quickly. Okay, Guild, you've done exactly what I asked of you. Now it's the post plans to play against, in particular that Hunter's Fury from Petra that's going to be a problematic. First tag coming in, it's already stuck halfway. zAAz is going to be able to catch Cinnamon. They're trying to close in the distance and eliminate Petra, but they just cannot do it. Glance taken down, leaves 12 on the board, and G2 walk away with map point yet again. 2 chances to close this one out.
29 kills for Petra. I don't know how many of them.
Yeah, you don't want to be peeking with that res. Juliano's already in their face. That could have been the lockdown destroyed, but instead, it's going to be a problem for them to deal with later on. 6 seconds left on it. Nobody can destroy it, but they are going to try to rotate. Pulling fully back on the A side. There's 4 players from Guild here, and they're going to run in towards B. Leading the charge will be zAAz, 2 away from a Viper's Pit. Is that orb still there for them to take? It looks like they're not even worried about it. Moving straight to the site. Kim, with just a Spectre, it's a tough fight to win, and she'll do damage. With a rifle, that's a win, but... Please, don't plant Mimi. Oh no, this could be a Viper's Pit online. If zAAz was the one that had it, or the Seekers, absolutely. Again, it's a minor detail, but it can definitely have the butterfly effect as things go on. Still, no Viper's Pit for zAAz to play with. She'll be holding on range. With that Vandal in hand, waiting for the peek to come on through. The recon, and oh! She still manages to reset after destroying it. That is clean gameplay. Now a little bit more scary, though. We're left into this 2v2. Smurfette going absolutely ham, and I don't know how Petra got that kill. She's being dashed on. Smurfette desperately trying to hunt her down, but Petra waits around the corner to find the 13th round.